and welcome back to my channel. I'm having to redo a clip. Yesterday I at some point deleted the intro to this vlog, so here we go again. It is now Friday. It's a beautiful morning. Yesterday was really blustery and horrible, which I'd probably say in the next video clip, but this morning is gorgeous. It's bright blue skies, the wind's dropped back and the sun's out. I'm not gonna lie, it feels very autumnal out there. It's quite fresh, but it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I know this is such a common thing to say because it happens every year and we all say it every year. Oh my God, aren't the nights drawing in? They're really drawing in at the moment. Yesterday was a particularly grey day, but by 8:30 it was pretty dark out and I was like, oh, not sure I'm ready for this. Yeah, it's always a shock every year. I don't seem to ever, learn from the previous year. Anyway, in the start of this vlog, I had a parcel to open, which is a rare thing. It's a nice little treat. Treat for the horses, obviously, not me. And the reason I purchased this parcel was because actually I got completely influenced on Instagram by influencers. And it's because Sienna has sarcoids. Because you know what? The problems she already had weren't enough. She needed more issues. I didn't buy her with sarcoids. They came up in her 4-year-old year. And, well, she only had one in her 4-year-old year. And then sadly this year we have noticed signs that there might be a few more. They are the flat sarcoid. Yeah, not great. Not what I'd like, really. I'm not a massive fan of horses having sarcoids. I've seen horses that have just got them everywhere. I've seen them being lasered off and coming back. I've seen people using the creams, which makes such a mess, and yeah. But you know what? The more problems, the merrier, it would seem with Sienna. And so before I ever consider going down the route of having them lasered off or using a very strong type of cream, I want to try and give the more natural route a go. Now, do I think it'll work? Probably not. But I always think it's worth a try. And I do understand that with sarcoids, it's really important that the horse has a healthy immune system and so on. So this is why I've brought what I have. Now, hopefully, that's what I said at the start of my vlog yesterday. And now we can get into the rest of the video. So currently I'm trying this cream on her. I think it has slowed it down in its growth, and I'm trying to find somewhere to put it. And I think some days I look at it and I think it definitely looks better, and then other days I'm like, I'm not sure there's any difference, but I'm trying that for probably a month or two. The other thing I might try is cold sore cream, because I know that there was a study done on that, and sometimes that did also work. I mean, there are so many opinions online for what to use on sarcoids. Now, she has got the flat sarcoid. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the flat one. So you can't tie it or anything like that. And you have to be very careful what you put on them, because you can make them 10 times worse and you can make them more angry and things like that. So it is, at the end of the day, it is cancer, isn't it? And you don't really want to be playing around with it. But I also don't want to go down the invasive treatments with her yet. And if these things can work, then it's worth giving them a try. So we're using the cream at the moment. Like I say, I'm going to do that for a few months with this cream. And then if it doesn't really do much, I'm going to try the cold sore cream on it, which I have, like I said, seen some research studies done on it, and that has had some positive results. But this is why I purchased this box. I just know it's important with sarcoids that you want your horse to have a really healthy immune system, and I do want Sienna to be the best she can be on the inside, and hopefully that will show on the outside. So this was from Horse Herbs. This was a daily herbal support, which I thought Corporal could have some as well. It might help his skin. There was a range of herbs in there. Like I say, I don't know if it's going to make any difference whatsoever, but it's worth a shot. So I bought them both some of those. I just realised that most of the stuff in here has been beautifully packaged, but there's a lot of bubble wrap. This parcel came so fast. I think I ordered it 2 days ago. Amazing speedy delivery. I brought them a treat. Now, I don't often give my horses treats. They might get the odd carrot or apple, but I don't give them any other type of treat. But I brought this Snap Treat bar, which was an apple flavour. It was on sale, and I just thought, sometimes you've got to be kind, haven't you, and buy them a treat. I then picked up another salt lick because it was on sale, and it was only £2 something. And
Sienna does really like a salt lick. Corporal, no interest, but Sienna will, yeah, lick it daily. I heard that spirulina was quite good for horses with sarcoids. Annoyingly, I couldn't get the bigger tub because it was out of stock. She is quite fussy when she's eating if there's stuff in it, so I'm not sure how easy it is to get this sort of stuff down her, but I thought it was worth trying. And then I picked up some linseed oil, which is really good in omega-3. It's really good for your horse's coat, skin, joints. So I thought this would be really good for Coop. I probably will give Sienna a little bit as well. But yeah, thought we'd try this. So as I said, I'm not necessarily thinking that herbs is going to cure everything and Sienna's sarcoid's suddenly going to, vanish away. But I do want her to have a healthier immune system, and I do want her to be feeling good on the inside. And you know what? This is worth a shot, isn't it? It's worth a try. And I will let you know how we get on. So I just opened up the herb bag and poured it into a tub so it's easier to put in their feeds, and sort of picked out a couple of the, I think they're marigold heads, and gave them to the horses, and they really enjoyed them. So it's looking positive. I also, of course, opened up the treat bar. It was quite hard to snap, but again, offered it to both of them. And Sienna's particularly fussy with food. Coop generally eats anything, but again, both of them ate it quite well, and I felt like it wasn't too hard that Coop couldn't eat it with his teeth. So they have to have 40, a large horse has to have 40 grams. I should say, I'm not sponsored by Horse Herbs. I just thought you guys might be interested. They've got to have 40 grams per day, which I'm going to split over 2 feeds. I mean, I suppose you could technically make this up yourself and it would probably be cheaper. I don't feel like I have enough knowledge for that yet. It does look quite appetizing, I have to say. It's very pretty. Anyway, going to measure it out now. I've got a little bowl and my scales, and then hopefully with this scoop I'll know how much to give them every morning and night. The other thing you can do that they've said online is you can do like an infusion, so you can pour it into some boiling water and then let that cool and put it on a feed, and supposedly that can work even better. I'm not going to do that tonight, but I might do that once or twice a week. So yeah, let's see how much 40 grams comes to. Problem with herbs is they don't weigh very much, do they? So I mean, 40 grams is actually going to be quite a lot, which is why I'm now realising I'm going to get through this. Oh goodness, I'm going to get through this really quickly. Okay. Well, at least I know how much, but that's per day. So each horse has that bowlful per day. So this is not a cheap feed supplement, but that's going to add up quite quickly. I think I saw online that works out at something like 67p a day, which, that does add up. But hey, I think it's worth a shot. So this is the spirulina, and she's got to have 40 grams of this as well. This is a 10 gram scoop, so 4 of those. I don't know whether she's going to eat this. This I feel like could be more difficult, and 40 grams is quite a lot. Again, I'm going to split this over 2 meals. Bit funny. Oh, isn't it a corker of a day? Absolutely beautiful. It was so windy and grey and wet yesterday. This morning, it's breathtaking. It's absolutely beautiful. Got some nice grey ears in front of me here. We are heading off to the arena. So when I went out to check the horses late last night, I looked in Sienna's feed bowl, and she had in fact left all the spirulina. Doesn't surprise me. It did have a bit of a smell to it, and it just said she's quite fussy. So I'm glad I only brought the small tub of that, and didn't waste too much money, because I'm not convinced we're going to get to eat it. Oh, I've just seen a deer cut across in front of me, but it's quite close to the road, so I really hope it comes towards me and not away from me. I don't want any deers getting hit. No, the deer's in there somewhere, isn't it? Coco's like, I know it's in there. Look at that blue sky behind me. Impressive. My guys have had the week off this week, not for their sake, but for my sake. I just needed it. I felt really guilty about it, and I've sort of had to, I keep thinking it's just me being lazy, but it's been quite a treat not to have to worry about riding them when I get home from work. And yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna help revive me a little bit, and gonna sort of help the energy levels improve. I'm not quite sure how long they'll have off. I'm thinking probably a week and a half max. But yeah, felt guilty, but also needed it. Afternoon, guys. I've just popped on to finish the vlog there. It is now Saturday. I'm currently working through my list of jobs like I do every weekend, which is forever growing. A lot of it is stuck at my desk today. There was just lots of emails and replying to messages, and I've been trying to finally sort out my photography website, which I mentioned early in the year that I was going to do and never got around to doing. And also it's quite expensive, and I'm sort of just like, I don't want to pay all that money, but I need to do it. It'll be good. So I've been busy working on that as well. I need to make a bit of a plan for my two. I think I'm going to give them today off and then start working them again tomorrow. But I need some fresh aims and goals with them. I find it so hard now that I don't compete and don't have those like bigger goals on the horizon. I find it quite hard to stay motivated sometimes. And with Sienna, we're obviously always working towards her being a happy ridden horse and trying to figure out her issues and so on. But sometimes that makes it difficult because I'm not sort of, you know, trying to school her or work her towards a certain exercise or improve her suppleness, because at the moment, most we ever do is just go for a hack, and the rest of it's kind of working from the ground. And yes, I'm always trying new exercises to improve her strength and all that, but it's not quite the same as when you're like working towards a competition or something, you know. So yeah, I have struggled recently with all that, but you know, got to keep going, haven't you? And Coop's semi-retired, so sometimes I find it hard to want to like school him or do more with him because there's no end goal other than just helping keep him a little bit fitter and so on. So I need to have a sit down and have a think about that and just work through some ideas to kind of, keep it interesting as such. So I'm going to go back and finish that off now, but I'll see you guys next week.